Okay, so we'll start in a Sukhasana today, so just easy seated pose. Take a moment to find your seat connected with the earth, closing the eyes and beginning to tune into the sensation of feeling supported here. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale, let the shoulders drop, let your jaw relax. And just find where your breath is, just noticing, not working to shape the breath or change it. Just to allow it to be here organically as it is. Today we are focusing on the element of metal, and this is a practice of the subtle body oracle series that we've been doing, so tuning into these different aspects of the subtle body, the energies within the body and in the auric field that bring us into balance or sometimes get thrown out of balance due to situations or things that we consume energetically or otherwise. The element of metal is about deflecting negativity and transmitting positivity, a transformative power to bring yourself into a state of positivity by deflecting, having an armor around you that only lets in positive, light, loving energies, compassionate energies. It's not to say that we aren't feeling or experiencing the spectrum of emotions, but the purpose of this practice is to learn how to shield yourself. Sometimes we enter into situations where we are met with energies that are dense or sometimes bothersome, activating, or even harmful. And learning to activate this shielding aspect of our energetic field can help to filter out those energies so we can choose how we want to interact with the world around us, the energies we encounter. This is a practice that is used in Reiki as well. Shielding is a part of the practitioner's process of facilitating a Reiki healing, but it's a tool that can be used for people who are empaths, who tend to be sensitive to energies around them. There are several techniques. The one that we will be focusing on today is the metal reflecting, so it's similar to the mirroring part of shielding or technique of shielding. So taking a breath in, imagine yourself surrounded in a shimmering coat of armor. Feel this metallic, cool sense around you, representing an energetic boundary. Our armor is only as good as what it filters. So thinking about the things that we would not want to penetrate this armor, and the things that we would like to allow into this space. Grounding into the present moment and reflecting on what you want to deflect, what you want to receive. This can be regarding any particular situation. It can be just a general sense of armor around you as you walk through your day. Feel your yourself grounded and supported here. Our sit bones, our legs, our roots are held safely. Give us a sense of strength and stability in this armor with each breath forming around you. Filtering shield of light. As you move throughout your practice today, feeling into this armor, the things that you wish to reflect or deflect outward. And as we can receive loving, compassionate energy through this armor, we can also send it out as well. Counteract God's energies around us. Take an inhale in through the nose. Exhale. Open your eyes and move into shoelace. So bringing the legs out long. Just take a little, just point and flex with our toes, stretching into our legs. And stretch, waking our ankles up. And then we'll bring our right ankle close to our left glute. You can cross the left leg on top. So somewhat bringing these stacked-ish.
My hips are way too tight for that.
And okay. You can also
I can
just stay easy seated pose. Totally fine. Yeah. Whatever you need to do using your props that helps you. It's okay. You can just have your legs crossed, just an easy seated pose as well. That's totally fine. And if there's a lot of space in your hips when your legs are crossed in easy seated pose, you can put the blocks to support your legs here too. Using props is super important. Yeah. So that way your legs can rest here. And we'll bring our arms up overhead. And we'll cross our right arm under our left. So make an X, and then we'll wrap our arms like this. Yeah. Pressing the fingertips to the palm, or palm to palm, whatever works for you. Wherever you are, doesn't matter. Finding length in the spine on the inhale. And then exhale, leaning forward gently, chin to chest. And here we're thinking about our arms crossing in front of us like a shield. Preventing anything from coming in towards us. If your arms get tired here, you can just grab each shoulder like a hug even. Just bring the arms crossed in front of you, just forming the shield. Think about those things where guarding ourselves from situations we may encounter. Connecting with the breath here. goals of Yin Yoga, or one of the principles of Yin Yoga, is to find the edge of where you are and then to back off to where you're about 70% into any pose. So find where you feel sensation, where you can still breathe calmly, and the breath isn't labored. And then backing off just a little from there, giving yourself the support you need. Unwind the arms, uncross the legs, shake them out a little. We'll move to the opposite side, so crossing the legs the other way so that the other leg is in front, or bringing the left ankle to the right glute and crossing the right. Finding your length here, taking a moment, maybe taking this time to set an intention for your practice today. Feeling into this theme, maybe something has come up for you. Maybe you just want to be open to any messages that do come through. Reach our arms up, this time crossing the left arm under the right. Length, strength here, forming our shield. And then exhaling, bowing forward, chin to chest. Inhale, slowly come up and unwind. Bring the reins out long in front of you. We'll go into a seated twist, so bringing the right foot to the inside or to the outside of the left leg. Just holding that knee in here to start, really rooting down through the base of our spine. And then whenever you feel ready, if you would like to bring this into more of a twist, you can still hold on to this front leg, maybe with the left hand, and reach the right fingertips towards the back of the room to support you here. Palm pressed
pressing into the earth. Maybe just looking at that right shoulder. You can take this twist as deep as feels good to your body today. When we do these twists, we are releasing, we're detoxifying and purifying by connecting with our solar plexus, the space just below our rib cage, below our diaphragm, and above the navel. In this space, we connect with our internal power source, our place of strength. This is also a place where we tend to take in a lot of energy and give a lot of energy out. So maybe there's some tightness here, some restriction. As you breathe in this space, think about releasing any of that dense energy that is at your core. Anything that is keeping this space from flowing freely. Gently unwind, coming back through center. Bring both legs out, give them a little shake. Point and flex. Whatever feels good to release. Maybe taking some windshield wipers, bending the knees, just shifting the knees back and forth. Loosening up the hips a little. Okay, bringing the legs out long this time, bringing the left foot to the inside or outside of the right leg. Holding that knee in towards the body, finding your length and your stability here. Each inhale, drawing in positive, loving intention. Each exhale, releasing, detoxifying, letting go. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist as deep as feels good to you. Really pressing the left palm into the earth, fingertips gripping the earth. Looking towards that left shoulder. Slowly. We'll come to our knees on our mat. So you may want to use a blanket to cushion the knees here. A little support. And we'll start in tabletop, so with the knees stacked under the hips, wrists stacked under the shoulders, and we'll just tuck the toes here and send the hips back, walking the hands back, coming into a toe squat. As deep as you'd like to go, you can stay here with your hands on the earth. Wherever you really start to feel this stretch, you can walk the hands back, coming up to resting your hands on your thighs, wherever feels good to you today. The further up you go, the more intense you're going to feel this. Stretching into the soles of our feet. And release. Tap the tops of the feet to the mat, to the floor. And if it feels okay to you to sit all the way back with your tops of your feet on the floor. We'll just flick some energy away. So whatever brought you here, you want to let go of, whatever thing is on your mind that you want to let go of, we're just flicking this out, getting rid of it, letting it go, sending it into that filter, that energetic barrier around you, your armor, getting it out. Okay, shake it out. Shake it out, all of it, wipe it off, shake it off, get it all out, and come back through tabletop. We'll find some cat-cows here. So you can tuck the toes here if you'd like, or have the tops of the feet pressed into the earth. Wrists stacked underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Find a neutral spine here. Gaze comes between the hands, and here we're pressing into the earth with the hands. Really pressing into the palms and the fingertips to take some of the weight off of our wrists. Kind of gripping the mat with your fingertips. Inhale, belly drops, gaze comes up, heart center opens towards the front of the room, tailbone rises. Exhale, round the spine, press into the earth even more, tuck the tailbone, gaze comes towards our navel, towards our solar plexus. Inhale, drop the belly, coming into cow. Gaze comes forward. Exhale, round the spine. Move through these at your own pace. As you inhale, think about opening our heart and sending that loving, compassionate energy out. What we're sending out into the world, we get back. Exhale, round in the spine, drawing in the positive, light energy, healing energy. Exhale, moving through the breath, connecting it with the movement, just feeling into your body here. You can begin to do some atypical movements, so maybe shifting the hips, feeling into the corners of the hips, the rib cage, the shoulders. Just get weird with it. Don't be afraid to be weird. Just feel into all the corners of your body and begin to notice the sensations that are arising, sending them love and healing. letting go of any stories and just noticing them with curiosity. And coming back through center. Walk the hands back, sitting back on the knees again. Just pausing here at the top. Taking a couple of breaths, checking back in with that intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. I'll bring the knees a little bit wider. They can come to the width of your mat or however wide you would like them. We'll move into child's pose, so keeping the big toes together and just bringing the knees wide enough to bring the body through. And walking the hands out and letting your forehead rest on the earth, or it can come to a block, whichever feels best to you. As we open our hearts, our minds to the earth, think about releasing anything weighing heavy on your heart space today. Anything you're holding on to in your mind, any stories, judgments, let them go. Each exhale, allowing the tailbone to sink towards the earth, even just with our thought. A thought of release, support. Gaze comes forward towards the hands. Shift the body forward, lifting the hips. Let the legs come out long and bring the belly to the mat. Coming into Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows under the shoulders, forearms pressing into the earth here, really pressing away from the earth, rising out of this pose. Or into the pose. Drawing the shoulder blades together, opening the heart center, radiating out that love and compassion for ourselves, for others. Our solar plexus, our core, our strength connected and rooted into the earth here. Fully supported, let go of any tension in the hips and the glutes and the legs, maybe give them a little shake. Just let them be held here. Our roots are relaxed. And breathing with our bellies in contact with the earth, drawing on the earth's strength. Support us so that we have the nourishment that we need, the strength to share, to radiate love, to heal. Gaze can come between the hands, or you can let your head hang heavy here if that feels good to you, a little release in the back of the neck. You can also rest your forehead on a block if you'd like, either on this tallest setting or on the middle setting. Gazing at our heart center, think of a loving affirmation towards yourself. Even if it's just, I am deserving of love and compassion. Something kind you can say to yourself here. And release the props. Lower down all the way to the mat, crossing your forearms and resting your forehead. Bring the hands under the shoulders and press back, finding tabletop. We'll move into pigeon. So keep one of your blocks close by. We'll bring the right knee forward. Wherever your shin is, that may be closer in towards the groin. It may be further up towards the front of the mat where your shin's parallel to the front of the mat. That certainly is not where I am today. And you can place one of your blocks underneath this right thigh or right hip. That'll give you a little bit of space to kind of adjust that leg. Bringing the left leg out long. We'll press our hands into the mat here. Hips sinking towards the earth. Don't be afraid to use that prop for your right hip for support. We'll be here for a couple of minutes, just thinking about release here, just giving our roots the support to release. We often store a lot of emotions in our hips. These are a part of our root system, and if we aren't moving through emotions and we're just kind of casting them aside, we can get stuck here. And it can be difficult for us to find balance because we aren't able to flow our energy into the earth. We aren't able to flow through this root system. You can come down to your forearms or down to your bolster, wherever you'd like to be today, wherever you feel most supported. And breathing into the hip space. Feel the opening here. And we'll walk the hands back, release the props. Coming back through tabletop, maybe even taking a brief child's pose here. Moving into the opposite side. So bringing the left knee forwards towards the left wrist. Placing your props where you need them for support. Starting with this open heart here, and drawing the shoulder blades together. Connect with the breath, finding an even inhale and exhale, some pattern that feels good to you. Lower down whenever you feel called to. And gently release. We'll move onto our backs into supported fish. So bringing your bolster to the middle of your mat, maybe a block at the top, possibly to support your head. And we'll bring our bolster to the base of our spine here and gently lean back. Laying our spine across the bolster, knees bent, feet hip distance apart here. Bringing the arms out to the sides, opening the chest. Head can come to the block or maybe crown towards the earth here, coming off the top of the bolster. Opening the throat, the heart. Opening our hearts skyward, seeking support from the universe, support and strength, courage to love. And maybe rolling to one side or whatever way is intuitive to you to release that cross. Move all the way down to the mat. Your blocks handy. We'll move into a supported butterfly. So bringing the soles of the feet together and putting the blocks under the thighs here. Palms can rest on your sides, on your rib cage, on the inside of your thighs. Just closing our eyes here. Tuning into our bodies, how we're feeling. How's our armor? Maybe visualizing that armor once more all around you. Shimmering silver light. What are you filtering? What are you deflecting outward?
Release the blocks, bringing the legs out long and finding Shavasana. Let the feet fall open, arms at your sides, palms facing up or down. Just take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, slide out. Letting go of today's practice. Letting go of any judgments, any stories. Just allow yourself to be here, to be supported and held. Let the breath come back to a natural state. Let the belly be soft. Our shoulders, our spine, our hips, the back of our legs, our heels, all the way to the back of our head, all supported. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just be here. Allow yourself the time to integrate the work that you've done today. Allow yourself the space to rest. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Deepen the breath. And however you'd like to make your way to a seated position, maybe rolling to one side first and pausing. Coming into Sukhasana, easy seated pose as we close our class. This is where we began our practice today. So just taking a moment
Hands to the heart here. Giving yourself a moment of gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank your body for moving in whatever way it's able to move, for supporting you in your practice. For this time and this space to connect, to cultivate an energetic barrier, to call in the essence of the element of metal, creating safe boundaries, compassionate boundaries, loving boundaries. It is my greatest wish that you carry the benefit of this evening's practice with you throughout the rest of your night, the rest of your week, and beyond. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Satnam, may you align with your favorite version of you. Thank you.